What's up, guys? It's me, Sola, and I'm back. Today we're going to be tackling another serious issue, just like my Aziz Ansari video. I'm kind of dressed up today because I just took my graduation pictures. Whoop, whoop, grad season. But I definitely wanted to take a moment to talk about this Bill Cosby verdict. If you couldn't tell what this video was about, it was in the title and in the description. But I just have a couple of things that I need to say specifically to the Black community because there's a lot going on out there.
I do not hear you, my speakers are all through the hole.
So the first thing is, a lot of people are still thinking that all this happened, all of these women coming out of the woodworks were coming because they wanted to keep a Black man down. Because Bill Cosby was being promised a TV channel. And so all this was to fight him. Because he's a Black man. And we just don't want to see other people succeed, right? Not even our own kind. I'm confused. Because isn't it that when one wins, we all win? I'm not understanding. We were rooting for Oprah. We were rooting for Bill before we found out he was a rapist. But so, let's take it back to some history. So one of the earliest people to accuse Bill Cosby was Andrea Constant, or Andrea, I think it's Andrea. And she actually reported him, or started this case, back in 2005. I'm going to let y'all simmer on that for a second. 2005. What year is it today? Let me check. It's 2018. 2018. 2018, 2017, 2005. So, logically speaking, and I know we were taught critical thinking back in elementary school, there's no way Miss Constant could have been psychic and just known he was going to get a TV channel or whatever, and then falsely accuse him back then to keep him down 10 years into the future. That doesn't make sense to me. Hopefully it's not making sense to you either because it's BS. So for everyone who was saying all this was to keep the Black man down, all these people came up out of nowhere. No, people have been coming out talking about this for over a decade. I remember when I was in middle school, and I'm graduating college right now, so I'm 21 years old. I remember when I was in middle school, I'd be waiting in the office with my mom at some places, right? Grab the magazines, and I remember reading articles about people accusing Bill Cosby of sexual assault and rape and drugging people. I remember even the word quaaludes being in there. Okay, comment number 2. I think we're forgetting the fact that Bill Cosby admitted to drugging women. Oh, but you don't know what he was using these drugs for. So, maybe he was just giving it to them to sell. How did he forcibly put them into their system then? Well, I mean, they were just groupies. Oh, so groupies don't have rights? Groupies should not be considered real people. They shouldn't be treated as humans? Well, you're wrong. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. He admitted to drugging women. Drugging women means forcibly putting them into an inebriated, intoxicated, whatever, incapacitated state. Whereas they don't have control over their body and you drug them, you gave them drugs against their will or knowledge or consent. Point invalid. Okay. Number 3. People are mad because Bounce took Bill Cosby off of their schedule. They're not playing reruns of The Cosby Show. And people are saying, but then the cast of the show, they're not going to get their royalties anymore because the show isn't airing. Okay, the show's been canceled forever. The show's been done. Been done. The money they're making, they've already made it. They're fine, they're thriving, they're rich. Okay. Darn, rich people don't get to have more money than they have. Not my concern. My concern is that you're putting a figure on national television or whatever channel bounces on, local TV, whatever it is, and you're making an image of a positive role model when he's a rapist, a convicted rapist, charged with 3 counts, 3 charges. So Why would we want to continue to perpetuate this image of this holy black man, fatherly figure, when he's clearly not that? A lot of people are having trouble differentiating between Cliff Huxtable and Bill Cosby. The man spent decades assaulting women with his position of power. Some people did bring up their case much, much later, yes. And unfortunately, the statutes of limitation ran out on all of them except for Andre Constant. But you have to remember that when someone goes through something traumatic and there's not a space in society to be open and honest about your experiences without being severely victim blamed. Like, people didn't know about rape culture. When I was in elementary school, that wasn't even a term. But now it is. People are becoming aware. There's the hashtag Me Too movement. There's all of these things. Time's up. And so now women and other people are being able to get the courage to talk about what they've been through. And not being shut down and not be as afraid to speak their truth because they know there's other women there backing them. And there's still going to be social ostracism. There's still going to be a lot of consequences, which is why a lot of people don't speak up to begin with. I don't think every woman that Bill Cosby assaulted has spoken up about it publicly. I don't think so. And that's okay. They can do whatever it is they need to feel good about themselves and carry on with their lives and be happy. That's fine. But you have to understand that survivors go through a lot of trauma, so bringing it up as soon as it happens, while this person is still on air making episodes and thriving and everyone is praising him and everything, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. Last point, I don't know what number I'm on, 4 or 5, whatever. Oh, this woman did it for fame. Name every single person that Bill Cosby allegedly, we know he did it, allegedly assaulted. Go ahead, name them. I'll wait. Do 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 do. What was that? You couldn't name any of them except for the person I already mentioned? Andre Constant, that's the only one you got? Oh, you got a couple more? But you didn't get all of them. My point exactly. If they were doing it for fame, they would have it by now. But they don't. Instead, they get publicly reprimanded. They get blamed for black people, like ruining black people and the image of black people, whatever. So, no. One more point. Here it is. Everybody keeps sliding into my DMs to say, well, what about Seventh Heaven? That's still on air. What about 2.5 Men? That's still on air. What about Harvey Weinstein? He's still there. First of all, Harvey Weinstein's career is dead, as can be. I best believe it's dead. As for Seventh Heaven and 2.5 Men and all that, just because white people got away with a crime doesn't mean that other minorities should also get away with a crime. You're looking at it backwards. It should be, white people got away with this crime, black people are not. White people should not get away with this crime as well. Anybody who commits this crime should not get away with it. Point blank, period. Seventh Heaven should be off air. 2.5 Men should be off air. But I am grateful to Balance TV for doing the right thing and not being afraid to. Especially considering that they're a really small TV channel. That was a huge risk. But I appreciate them for doing the right thing. And I value them for doing the right thing. Next time I'm in a hotel and there's like 8 channels and one of them is Bounce, I'll be watching. Hopefully y'all will be too. Just because white people got away with something does not mean that other races should therefore get away with it as well to make it equal. No. White people aren't being held to the right standard. We need to put them to the right standard instead of lowering the standard for other races so that they can get away with the same thing. You remember how there was this like old wives' tale or whatever that if you masturbate, you'll go blind? All I want to do is say Bill Cosby's going blind. If that's not karma, if that's not the universe, if that's not you reap what you sow, I don't know what the hell it is. That's really all I have to say. I know I'm going to be making another video about somebody else who we find out is a rapist, and just look out for it. I'm still going to enjoy myself. I'll be graduating in about 2 weeks by God's grace. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video and what I said. Hopefully it was insightful for you guys. Trying to make it a little bit shorter. It's in my 3-part Aziz Ansari video. So, progress. But please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! If I tell you, say I love you, oh, hey. My money, my body, now your own, oh baby. I'm singing this song because they'll copyright me. But check out my other video somewhere on this screen. No do, click this one or that one. I don't know where this is, but make sure to subscribe and like this video. Okay, I can't say